This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We're also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. We also have Tracy Ruccia from Equity Title. She's now the president of Equity Title. That laugh tells you all you need to know about Tracy. She's been doing that for 32 years.
32.
And she's only 37, so this is remarkable. And we've been working with Tracy for the last 15. You were telling me about this story about an incident you had this past week. Share with our listeners what happened this past week.
So I had a situation come across my desk that I thought I would like to share, just to have people aware of what could happen. So I had a particular deal that the owners were now selling their home. Okay, so they are now selling their home. Well, when they purchased the home, they used I like to say, fly-by-night title company that is apparently no longer in business. So what happens is that the seller before them had a loan, and the title company forgot to do a reconveyance, which means record a release. They paid off the loan, but they didn't record the release to release it off the property. Okay. But being that I'm not at that title company, I don't know if they even paid off the loan. It's still showing a public record.
Wow.
So this poor gentleman now was trying to sell the house. It was getting ready to close, and on our prelim, we show an open deed of trust. Wow. Now, unfortunately, this happens more often than not. But what we get to do is we go back to the title company and we ask for an indemnification letter, just indemnifying us, like that, saying, no, we paid it off. We're going to record it. Go ahead and proceed. Okay. Well, we can't do that.
Because they're not there anymore.
Because they're not there anymore. Lesson number 1. While it's good to shop around for prices, and I totally get it, it's also very good to ask how long you've been in the business for. Yeah. When you're dealing, this is a big transaction and probably one of the biggest of your life. So make sure that the people that you are using are going to be around. Unfortunately, he didn't know what to do. The deed of trust was assigned, so we gave him the name of the company that it was assigned to. As we all know, we take out a mortgage and we pay that mortgage one time, and then next thing you know, you're paying somebody else,
right,
and
the
then
first
somebody
month
else.
You're paying one guy, and the rest of the loan you're paying somebody else, right?
And unfortunately, the last assignment that was recorded was the last information we had. Right. So, and there was many more assignments that followed that never got recorded. If you have title insurance, you received a policy that gave you free and clear title. Right. So the next thing he should do is then go back to that insurer and say, I am trying to close this deal. You guys gave me free, clear policy here, and now there's the deed of trust still showing. But unfortunately, because he didn't understand the steps and he used a company that wasn't in business anymore, this literally delayed his closing over a month. We're not trying to be difficult. If you ever come across a problem from a title company, we're trying to make sure the job is done right, because what happens when you don't, for instance, this case in point, 7 years later, it comes back and bites you. When we go to pay off a deed of trust, that was the seller's. Right. The bank or the mortgage company receives the payoff, and let's face it, they don't staff to do up releases.
This is not a priority.
Yeah, it's not a priority. They take the money. Right. They'll zero out the actual account, but they don't really jump on preparing a release of mortgage or a reconveyance to release that mortgage.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.